evening and welcome to Vegematic's Under the Radar. And I just thought I have a lot of things to talk about tonight. We're all feeling the pressure, we're all feeling the pain as we watch the complete decimation of what once was democracy. It's done. So did anybody hear about all these Trumplings surrounding the red hen? The red hen who refused to serve Sarah Huckabee Sanders. And she was so sad and felt so upset about it that she had to call out all of the brown shirt brigade to go and circle the Red Hen restaurant, which they had to close down the street. I don't know what that did for business. One person was arrested though, and he was a chicken shit man. Yes, one person was arrested during the altercation who drove by screaming out, "Make America Great Again," as he flung chicken shit out of his pickup truck. Don't ask me what the pickup truck looked like afterwards. And Trumplings are all chicken shit, right? And so that was the appropriate protest, because poor Sarah was butthurt. And you know, if you've ever seen Sarah's butt, man, it's a big one to get hurt. What other great news is there from the shitosphere? Well, let's look into it. Shall we? The Supreme Court, Mr. Gorsuch, approved some shitty things today. So there is that. It was a shitty thing that they did, and it was a shitty Supreme Court. And it's just the beginning of your shitty Supreme Court, because you have Gorshit on it, and Gorshit will always vote with the Trumplings. The Gestapo. You notice they're putting up all these internment camps everywhere. And the U.S. military is being overwhelmed. The private prison stocks are soaring. CoreCivic and Geo Group, both big donors to Herr Trump's campaign, are cashing in on any brown people that they can catch. It will be just like slave catchers in the old days, right? But what else shall we expect at this point? If you cannot see what is happening at this point, you are completely morally, intellectually bankrupt. This is Fascism 101, and it's going to get worse. Is fascism going to turn into Gestapo tactics? I think it has. Read Hitler, people, and then look at what this fucking orange-faced shit-gibbon has done. On to some shitosphere news from the proud people of Poplar Bluff, Missouri, who voted overwhelmingly for the orange shit stain on America's backside. Their nail manufacturing is toast. It's toast. He's got to close it down or move it to Mexico now, because the tariffs, they can't afford to steel and aluminum to make the nails anymore, so they're all screwed. And get used to using Mexican nails in your next construction project. So sure, everything's looking really shitty right now in the shitosphere. Just a bit of lung cancer, nothing to worry about. Everything's looking really shitty for the world right now. Everything is looking scary, shitty, and it's getting worse. So my solution is to drink a fine ale, and tonight I am drinking what am I drinking tonight? Oh, it's Grolsch. It is a fine Dutch brand, Hollandia. It's from Holland, so it's a little laid back. It's not got quite the heavy hopping that the German stuff has. So here's to Holland tonight. Last week was Germany, tonight's Holland. And I'm going to do a beer tour of the world as I continue this, because it's the only fucking way I can stay sane, all right? All right, I mean, internment camps. Just megalomania. Gone nuts. The Supreme Court, Gore sucks. Gorsuch sucks. And what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? 5-4. 5-4. Over and over again, it's going to be 5-4. We can do whatever we want now because it's 5-4. Internment camps. There's too many beds for the Mexicans, so who's next? Who is next for the internment camps in America, the freest fascist nation on earth? What is it? We'll take bets on the Vegematic channel here. Now I realize that the Vegematic channel has no commercial potential, and I have no hope of ever profiting from my brilliant analysis, but I am still going to do it just because I'm old, I'm cranky, and I don't give a shit anymore. So, if you have arrived at the bottom of the internet where I am, then you have arrived at the right place. And you notice how all this shit fits together? All the outrageous shit that he's doing just fits together in a nice little package tied with a bow, and people are buying it. Still, the cult of Trump lives on in spite of the absolute insanity behind it, because these people are brain dead. Quite frankly, brain dead. There can be no other explanation, but they have turned into zombies. Anybody that can possibly see anything positive in this refuse, in this orange zit on the backside of America, anybody that can see something positive in this is an asshole, and they should be treated as an asshole. And they're triggered. They're triggered because one of their stupid asshole people didn't get served in a fucking restaurant. Well, you guys made the law. Ha ha, live with it. It's awful. It's awful. It's all too horrible to contemplate. It's awful. What do we do about it? Nothing. Nothing. There is nothing anybody is going to do about it, because this son of a bitch is in power and he ain't giving it up. And if you think he is, and if you think that the midterm elections are going to be fair, I have a bridge to sell you, all right? It's a really good one, though. It's a good bridge. You can put a toll on it. You probably make a few bucks off of it. You're nuts. Crazy. And what do I care? I got nothing to lose. I don't give a shit. Yeah, okay, all these Trump tards crossing the border into Canada and want to invade us? Oh, go right the fuck ahead. You guys are so brilliant. How long you been in Afghanistan? Not enough. Low yield nuclear weapons. Isn't that interesting? And that won't escalate. There's no way we can keep it like controlled to a little place that Israel wants you to hit. And it'll be fine, folks. Just relax. There's nothing here to see. Don't worry about it. Unless you have a brain. And then, like all of the rest of us here in the shitosphere and the doomosphere, knows that, as our leader Hambone says, we are so very, 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 very fucked. Very. I shouldn't use that. I've been told that you should never use very. If you're writing something, never use very. I don't know why, because I guess it's redundant, right? It's like we all are, right? We're humans. Humans are redundant. We're all redundant. We're not needed by the military-industrial complex. At least some of us are unwanted, unneeded, and we only have each other. Before the free internet is completely shut down, we only have each other to support each other this way, and afterwards I may have to go through the dump looking for the mimeograph machine to turn out the anti-Trump stuff, because it's all going to be illegal soon. And that's what it seems like, right? I mean, oh God, I'm hyper tonight. I think I've just had enough. I just can't take any more of this shit. I can't take the fact that everybody is so ignorant. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. What, did they not go to school? Did they not learn history? No, none of them learn history. We don't talk about history. And of course, if you compare Trump to Hitler, oh my God, you can't compare the two. I mean, you know, by the time Trump's done, Hitler's going to look like a choir boy, okay? That's my opinion. Hitler is going to look like so mild compared to what this complete megalomaniac does. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. Come and get me. Put the cuffs on me anyway. I'm old. I don't care. I can fucking die. It won't bother me. It won't bother me a bit. I'm still going to speak the truth. So I'd like to announce some good news in the shitosphere, since it's so rare that the shitosphere actually gets any good news. Generally, you know, it's either the doomosphere or the shitosphere. Depends how depressed you want to be. I'm trying to offer hope with every video, free inside. Just look for the prize in the pack. You'll find it. Seriously though, some good news. Hambone will be visiting me in about, no, just about a little over a month, I guess, or a little under a month. A little under a month. So Hambone will be visiting London, Ontario, assuming they let him into the country, which I'm sure they will because we're pretty laid back. And you know, Hambone, you might want to look at real estate up north, because goddamn, man, we're going to be frying here in the next few days in the deep south of Canada, Ontario, where I live. And if you look at the map, we're kind of down, like sticking down like a big something into America, and it's the deep south of Canada. So Hambone is coming from the deep south of America into the deep south of Canada, and I keep thinking, oh man, this is not the first impression you should get of Canada, is the Rust Belt. But hey, Hambone is in the doomosphere, so he will show the doomed civilization that we are all trapped in, no matter what. But I think, Hambone, you're going to like Northern Ontario. I think you're going to love it. You won't love the prices you're going to have to pay, but yeah, that's the price of being Canadian, eh? That's about all I got for tonight. Yeah, call them fucktards, insult them. Is it all gonna be this like huge protest thing, and it's gonna end up like Tiananmen Square? You think that's what's gonna happen? There'll be these huge protests, and then all of a sudden the orange zit on America's backside will decide to call in the army, and will they fire on the American people? It depends on the amount of brainwashing done. And the U.S. military is apparently very good at brainwashing. I've heard that somewhere. Good to see everybody. Stay safe. I don't know what to say at this point. Well, it's been nice knowing everybody in the doomosphere and in the shitosphere, and I sure wish that one day we could all sit around a big fire and trade stories of the revolution and how it worked out okay. But I'm fantasizing. It's just electronic hallucinations. So this electronic hallucinations from the heart, thanks you very much. And hey Google, you're slipping. I'm getting a couple of more subscribers. You might want to check that algorithm thing. It might be kind of screwing up now. Anyway, thank you very much, all of you, for tuning in, and thanks for all the words of encouragement. I was actually called a legend, and that played with my head for a minute. I thought, what's a legend? So like the legend of Robin Hood, or the legend of Sleepy Hollow, or the legend in my mind that would like me to be a legend, that refuses to be a legend. I just want to be Vegematic. So tune in soon. Subscribe, like, do whatever you like. It won't matter. But if you are down here in this little corner of YouTube, you know, it's not going to kill you to subscribe. It's not going to kill you to like. It's not going to kill you to share it. So what's wrong with you? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. Been a long day, and it's going to be a long night. We got thunderstorms coming our way, and lots of rain, heavy rain, heavy rains sogging up things. I don't know, maybe we might be flooded. Who knows what tomorrow brings? Tornadoes, floods, war, internment camps. We have so much in life to look forward to and to be thankful for. I'm thankful for this beer. Good night, everybody.